How's everybody doing? All right. Well, I like how I put that together. You hang around. Why go on ahead? Because DigiByte's the hat, goes on the head. Bitcoin's the ties, just hanging around. Well, anyway, is that true? Well, let's get into the charts. This is the 4-hour. Make sure you guys are seeing this. Yes. This is the 4-hour. Now, on the 4-hour, we have here the RSI, the relative strength index, which is below the 50 line, 0 line. Okay, so not quite, strong in the bullish control zone up here, 50%, but on the lower side. But on the stock RSI, it looks like, I don't know why I did that, but looks like we're ticking up a little bit, creating a little bit of separation. So that could explain why DigiByte is going up 1% or 2 from where it was the past 3 hours. So short term, yeah, it's ticking up, so that's good. For the relative strength, it is literally below 50-50. So not super strong, but it could go up short term a little bit, about the 50 line, okay? This would be super strong right here, above the 50 line, okay? All this was super bullish, okay? So we're down here, same over here, okay? So what was that? Well, over here, we were down at the end of the recent bullish action. So it was down, right? It was just accumulating sideways. But what we got here is a short and fast sell-off because we had a lot of fear or a lot more traders in DigiByte, okay? So they either buy here, it went up, and they sold a bunch, okay? So I'm going to indicate that it was fear because Bitcoin was falling, okay? So a lot of fear going on. Now, a lot of people think that we are going into a bear market. I don't believe that. I really believe that we're in the middle of the bull market. And this is just a reset, kind of like a slowdown period. It's like just reaccumulation. But where DigiByte is standing right now on the 4-hour, it's under the 50 EMA on the 4-hour, okay? And it just broke below the 100, okay? So that's the 4-hour though. Could we see a slight uptick? Sure. But it seems to be, we're just going sideways, up, and then down sideways, basically. If we go on the daily, okay, let's check out this. Okay, we're above, all right, on the daily. We are finding support on the 20 EMA, okay? We went past it, kind of, found support down here on the, above the 50, and then went back up to the 20. So on the daily, we're looking okay. We're, just like any daily, what I'm thinking where we're at right here with this is where we were right here, okay? So just like this candle, we wicked way down, just like we wicked way down here, okay, but it got bought all the way back up, okay? So we create separation from the candle and the 20 EMA, okay, on the daily. Same thing here. We wicked all the way down and we got bought all the way back up and created some definitely bigger separation from the 20 EMA, just like this, okay? Now, where is this candle? Well, it went all the way down to it sold all the way down to with a full body candle to the 20 EMA. Where are we over here? Well, we sold full body candle, actually wicked down for the second touch over here and got bought back up and went below the 20 EMA. Well, we're above over here, okay? But relatively half of this wick. So now today we have this indecision right now. This little doji, right? Spinny top. We got a little green now. A little blue, a little green. That's good. Now, hopefully you guys are following me here. So, right here. Okay. So relative, I think we're over here on this. So, and here we are. And see where this little blue candle here, we're under the 20 EMA. We are now putting in our blue candle here, okay, under the, or above the 20 EMA, all right? So, so far, so good in comparison. But over here, we were under the 20 on the daily. And over here, we're right now holding above it. Now, is that a big deal? Well, it is. If this closes above there, that's great, right? That means we have a little bit more bullishness on the daily. And the reason why that could be a possibility, if you look over here on the stock RSI, we are already down on the bottom here. So we can basically tick up like this or just go sideways. Basically, a chart would go sideways a little bit and then start ticking up, and then find some, some strength to move up, okay? So we're already on the bottom of this, and every time we hit the bottom or below the bottom, for the majority part, we go back up. That's just how it works. Now, if we go back up and get rejected here and then go back down again, that's not good. That means Bitcoin sold off, okay? But if we break up and got rejected right here before the 0 line, the 50 line, right? That still means Bitcoin sold off, because I don't think DigiByte's going to sell off, okay? I think the fear is gone. But typically when we're down here, you can see right here, we ticked up and crossed, and we had momentum to go up. We went down here, ticked up, crossed, and we went up. We went down here, messed around a little bit, but we crossed. First here we had a fake out, but we crossed, went up here, crossed down, and crossed up, then we went up. We were down here, crossing all kinds of fake outs, and then we finally broke it and went up, and we fell down, and then we went up again. That's basically what you see on the stock RSI. It's riddled through here. So what I'm saying is, since we're down here now, and we're above the 20 EMA on the daily, this could be a positive sign if we start ticking up, okay, on the stoke. So now on the relative strength, on the daily, we are above the 50 line. So that's good, right? I mean, it's just good. This is the 50. It's technically the 0, okay? There we are. That's where we are. Now, anytime we're above that, we're bullish, okay? So, for instance, right over here, this is when we were consolidating after this big pump up here, okay? This was the big pump on Microsoft News, right? Man, what's up with my mouse? But right here. Right, Microsoft News. Then we consolidated, went under, right, broke it again. We're kind of stuck in the center. We didn't know if we were going up or down, but we were grinding up because you could see the momentum was making higher highs, okay, and then we went bullish again, right? So we're above. We're in the bullish control zone. This went below, but then we went back to the bullish control zone, and again and again and again, okay? So here we are now. It's ticking up above the 0 line. This is bullish, okay? I say that because that's what it's showing. That's short-term bullishness. We could go up from here. And same, just like here, right? So this is, we swung all the way down, all the fear, sold off really fast. Hesitated here, but sold off. Now, we're just waiting for some more volume, more buys, and more people to start saying, hey, I think it's a good time to buy some DigiByte, and then this would cross up. And if it crosses up past this red line, then we can start seeing momentum upwards, and we have quite a bit of momentum upwards, I might say. Okay, so that's the daily. So like say we were down here and then we went up here. They gave us this whole move. Okay, we were down here, then we were up here. We gave us that whole move. Now, this move looks a little smaller than that move, but really it's actually a pretty nice move altogether, okay? And then we went sideways, and then we had a pretty nice move altogether. Okay, but now because Bitcoin's at the mercy of, DigiByte's at the mercy of Bitcoin. Even if we do tick, we're in the bullish control zone. We're bullish up here, and we go up, and this is down here on stock RSI. And we go up and have momentum up. We could go up from here, from the 20, which is super bullish, just like here. See, just like here. But actually, this went to the 50. But all this went to the 50. Now, my guess is we could have like a little blue candle here. But again, we're at the mercy of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, if it drops, okay, within a day or a few days, this is the support right here. The next on the daily 50 EMA right here. Okay, so what would that do to DigiByte over here on the daily? Well, on the relative strength, I think we'd cross down and become short-term bearish, or just to lose a lot of momentum, like right down here. Okay, then we would start mimicking. Okay, then if that happens, then if we go below the 20, I gave you the bullish case, now I'm giving you the bearish case, but if we go below the 20, close down, and hit the 50 EMA, it'll look just like this. Exactly. Okay, so either way, right, we're in a short-term, correction, short-term, hopefully bottom. Now, DigiByte can separate itself from Bitcoin. Bitcoin could, go sideways, could dump, but in all actual reality, guys, DigiByte doesn't have to be at the mercy of Bitcoin. In fact, none of these cryptos have to be at the mercy of Bitcoin. It all depends on the buyers and sellers, okay? And for the most part, the sellers are exhausted, okay? There might be some, heavy leverage shorts going on, or heavy leverage longs. I don't know that game, but all I do know is the chart's right in front of us. So right now it looks good, okay? It's been like this for the past 2 days, 3 days, right? Past 2 days. Well, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this could be good. Could be good. It all depends on, see on the relative strength, it's starting to tick up. If we get more volume, we can have some momentum and get back up here. And if Bitcoin drops and we're up here and Bitcoin drops, then we'll come down again about 50%. And that would mean we're separated from Bitcoin. Meaning, if we get up here and Bitcoin drops again, okay, then we'll come back to the 20 instead of 50. And what would that mean? Well, that would mean that we're more bullish than the time before, okay, because then we went to the 50, all right? So that's the difference. I think, a lot of us aren't on the same page. We got a lot more buyers in the market for DigiByte. We got a lot of traders in DigiByte. We got a lot of people taking profits on fear, taking profits, or selling on fear, taking profits on their trades. And that's on them. I can't tell you what to do. I can't even tell them what to do. They have their own mind. It doesn't matter. But on the charts right now, if DigiByte gets some momentum upwards again and makes, if this candle gets above this right here and gets back up here and Bitcoin drops, okay, it could hold off here or come back here. But if we slow down and get under the 20 EMA and Bitcoin drops, we could go all the way down here, guys. So this next one and then this next one, because Bitcoin potentially can drop 20%. So on the daily, we're looking good. We're still in the bullish control zone up here, and we have the momentum to start crossing that line and go up, okay? So that means we could have, something, a little bit, something like this, right? We could have this going on. And then if Bitcoin drops, then we just come back here again, right? See what I'm saying? But if we don't have any momentum, if we just hang around like Bitcoin, like a tie instead of a hat, go ahead. Then if it does what Bitcoin's going to do, then we're at the mercy of Bitcoin, and then we'll go here. Hesitate, probably go here, okay? Now the major support right here is roughly 9 cents, okay? All right, and 8 cents. But Bitcoin's it can be a murderer. Bitcoin is seriously a murderer. Okay, it can murder some malls. All right, but again, there's a lot of people that bought up and pushed the price of DigiByte really high. Okay, now we got some faithful buyers because we believe in the project. Then we got a bunch of traders throwing heavy bags in. Okay, and then selling heavy bags out. So that's why you see this type of thing, okay? Which is cool and it's great for all of us hardcore believers of DigiByte, but it really sucks when they're not doing it when Bitcoin's going down. Now, all the buyers are the ones that believe in DigiByte, okay? Which is a small amount of us, even if it's 100,000 of us, and we're buying, 50 to 100, 200, whatever. We believe in the project. We can accumulate as much as we can, okay? But traders, they buy heavy bags and sell heavy bags. Or people with these big red candles, they're like, oh, I bought over here. Oh, I'm losing money. And they fear sell and lose out. They double loss, okay? Because they lost their position and they'll never get it back again. And then they sold way down here somewhere because they just saw it going down. It was really volatile. It was moving back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, like right before our eyes. Right now, we're just chilling. We're just chilling, like this broadcast right here. Like, we're just chilling, bro. We're just chilling, watching the charts. But again, short term, we can see something like this. Okay, all right. We could see that, and that's great for DigiByte. It all depends on what Bitcoin's going to do, though. Okay. Let me remove this. Now, let's go to the weekly. Now, the weekly, it tells a lot more, okay? So we're going to get this really short, okay? So the weekly is showing, let's see, the 20, the 50, the 100, and we're not seeing the 200 yet on the weekly. So pretty sure that's how you read it. Yeah, okay. So we got some telling signs here. This one was kind of hard for me to look at because DigiByte's so bullish that we could be just slowing a little bit down. But the way it looks, these big moves for us guys, these big moves on the weekly is really showing how strong DigiByte is. Now, what am I saying? Well, we had this huge buy over here, sell off, huge buy, sell off, huge buy, sell off, okay? And we never hit the 20. Now, if you go back here on the relative strength, that's exactly what you see, okay? Now, let me make sure this is right. Okay, yeah, it is, okay. So, Microsoft news. We're still in the bullish control zone. We're 50%. We bounce off the 50, we go up again, okay? And that little bit right here blew us up right here, making all-time highs. We did it twice, okay? Even though this was lower than this side, that's like a divergence downward. That's why we got that. But this was a higher high than that high, okay? So very interesting on the weekly. Like, this is strong on the weekly, okay? So, and typically on the weekly, we're going back a little bit. It's a higher term time frame. So we're going back. We do have some downside. We could chop around like this and bounce again 50 on the 50. Halfway on the zero line and go back up, even if Bitcoin fell, okay? So if Bitcoin pushed DigiByte down to the 20 to 50 EMA, right? Well, I mean, on the 4 hour, the daily, we could go all the way down here and see this action again, okay? And slowly climb out of it and just explode again. I mean, that's where DigiByte is right now. We're above. See, DigiByte for the longest time, technically, we're down here for the longest time, for a long, long time. It's not showing it. It's not showing it at all. But if you look at other charts, yeah, DigiByte has been below. But recently, for the whole year, we've been pretty high. So even if we drop here and find some support and jump up again on the RSI, that's showing us our strength again. We're really strong, okay, overall. So on the weekly, we could show some momentum downwards if Bitcoin pushes us down. Now, but on the stock RSI, okay, let me make sure I see this again. Okay, so this is the stock RSI on the weekly, and okay, so we are up here, okay, and we've been up here ever since the news for Microsoft. Okay, so so we had quite a few ups and downs, but relatively strong. Yeah, but the weird thing is this was our highest high. You know, but anyway, so we're ticking down on the weekly overall, and we could go down if we get a cross here. Just like every cross, if we tick down, we go down. Okay, and then we can make another swing for it. Okay, for momentum on the weekly side. So it could take a while for that to play out. It could take a while. So it all depends on, you know, what Bitcoin's going to do. Okay, so again, this was our highest high right there, our new all-time high. I mean, this little movement right from here to here and where it is now on the stock RSI, that was recently, guys. That's when we broke out majorly, and it was just this little move. Now, so that's why I'm saying it could take some time to get down here to do one of these things again. You know, I mean, it depends on the chart. So again, we're really bullish on the stock RSI. So we never really made it all the way down to really go again. Now, if that happens, that's cool. But dude, that I mean, guys, dude. But if that happens and this stoke gets all the way down here, and then we start climbing up, that's a weird case scenario that could play out. But it would take like months. Okay, it would probably take another month or two to even do that if no one was buying DigiByte. Okay, so in theory, guys, overall, DigiByte is not bearish, but bullish for a very long time. Okay, ever since what was this? December. Okay, December 14th. And we just been going up and then sideways, up and then sideways and up, and then probably sideways. Basically, DigiByte's been going down about halfway, maybe a little under, and then start climbing again, and we're going to be seeing something like this because I believe we're still in the bull market. Okay, like that again. All right, so but a little further. I might do that a little down, too down, like that. Okay, but a little further up. All right, so probably like right here. Okay, so that's probably in the broader perspective, right? That's probably what we're going to be doing. If Bitcoin decides to just literally demolish and murder the whole market, even then on the weekly, right, it would still have that potential. Okay, so DigiByte is not out of the woods for a huge momentum upwards. Okay, I mean, it just isn't. It's swing high, swing low, and then, you know, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high. I mean, look at that thing, man. Just look at it. We're way above the 20 on the weekly, so we're looking good. So we're not looking bearish. DigiByte's not really showing weakness. It's just that the hands and mercy of Bitcoin's hanging around. But Bitcoin hangs around enough before if it drops, or when it drops, or if it drops, DigiByte has a chance to get a little bit more momentum upwards. I mean, look, it doesn't have to go all the way down on the weekly. It could continue up, okay? And that wouldn't be a bad thing. Same thing on the daily. Daily's telling us, hey, we're ready to go up again, okay? And where would that tell us on the daily? Well, that would tell us that we would be we'd be up here somewhere again, okay? So that's if people are buying DigiByte. All right, so we have that momentum. We have that. I mean, look at the relative strength. We have that possibility. Okay, if Bitcoin goes sideways, okay, without another huge drop, but we have that possibility. Look at the relative strength. It wants to do this. It could dip a little bit, then up. See how it went sideways, dipped, but it also could go just up. Okay, so let's see on the 4 hour. The 4 hour, okay, we're down, but every time we're down, we're trying to fight back up. Okay, but we haven't been super down except a while back, you know. But either way, it could go either way right here. Now on the higher, or the closer you get on 3 hour, okay, you're going to be below that mark because the 20 and the 50 is pushing DigiByte down. Look at this. When you get closer to the 3 hour and the 2 hour, these EMAs are pushing the price down every time DigiByte goes up because DigiByte isn't breaking those EMAs on these time frames. Does it have the strength? Well, you know, we're below the 50, okay, and we are technically ticking that back down. The only time we have the strength is when we're going back up, okay? So right now we're at the mercy of both those EMAs. Now when you go to, for instance, the 2 hour, same thing. See how the 20 EMA is pushing DigiByte down, okay? And we're down here. We went underneath the 100 EMA, and now we're underneath the EMA or 200. We're under the 200 now. This is 2 hour. We're under the 200, and all these EMAs are pushing DigiByte down. So it's going to take. That's why on the relative strength, it's underneath this line. On the daily, it's not so. We're up here. So, and the weekly, we're up here. So overall, we're really strong long term, but short term, this is why we're seeing what we're seeing here. That's why we're seeing DigiByte do this number, okay, underneath these EMAs, because it really has all this time, you know, on the 2 hour to continue going down and then up and down. It's just not that much momentum like it is on the daily. It's just shorter term time frames. Okay. So that's why we're seeing this on the shorter term, right? Because that's what it's showing us, right? We're going back up. Hey, we're going up. Now we're going down. We're going down. We never crossed up here on the zero line, so we're weak. Okay, shorter term. But on the daily, we're looking strong if Bitcoin doesn't dump. Okay. So back to the daily. Is there any bullish divergence? I don't know. Let me, well, I can remove, let's see what happens when I hit an indicator here. I usually use a MACD for this. I don't know if it's going to pull up some weird colors, but sure it will. It never saves my MACD. Anyway, so we just crossed on the daily. The Stoke ticked down. So we're definitely going towards the red here, in the dark red. Now this could signal. Okay, let's see here. Wait, let's see. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Okay, there. Now this could signal right here. Once it plays out, some divergence. Okay, it depends on when it turns around. Okay. So right now it's even signaling divergence, right, or bullish divergence, right there. Okay, so let this move play out, and then once this red is done, and then starts going back up on the daily, then we're going to have a bunch of momentum to go up. But Bitcoin dumps somewhere around here, we're going a lot further. Okay, that's just the way it works. But overall, in the broader spectrum, DigiByte is super bullish, okay, but it can separate itself if these traders and all the people that fear sold believe in it. Now, all the strong hands and diamond hands out there, and all the people that have been investing, stacking DigiByte, and been just scooping it up, is the reason why DigiByte is bullish. It's not the people that, buy, sell, trade, all that stuff. It's the people holding on. That's just the facts. So, yeah, that's just the truth right there. So, overall, see, on the MACD, it's down. It could be playing down a little bit. Could go down here, but on the stock RSI, it's down already. So could it do one of these things? Sure. It could go up here and do one of these hesitations before it breaks out. After the MACD starts playing out, where the histogram starts ticking up like this, okay? Or for better terms, like this. It's red, and then it's, we're starting to see selling go away a lot, and then we can go up again, right? And then we'll have our bullish divergence, okay? So it could play out. It could just forget about this. It could negate it if people just start buying the crap out of DigiByte over Bitcoin. And this stoke could tick up and say, oh, fake out, never mind, we're going higher. So we just don't know. But, because DigiByte, it's its own thing. Any crypto doesn't have to be at mercy of Bitcoin if people start buying it. So that's just what I'm seeing here. I've been looking at this thing. This thing's been blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, about relatively the same all day. Like, there's a lot of people buying, and then there's a lot of people selling, and it's not even doing anything. It's just sticking around. Now, if Bitcoin decides to dump because it's not making higher highs, that's a problem for DigiByte because there's not more buyers than sellers. I don't know why people are selling right here. Doesn't make sense, but it's not, again, I can't make them hold or buy more. And if they're selling, frankly, they probably shouldn't have been in the first place. Or if they're selling, they're probably selling because they make a heck of a lot of profit because they bought way down here, right? Let me try to make that faster. Okay. They bought way down here and they're like super rich or something. And they're like, you know what? This is still a good opportunity for me to make money. I'll just keep selling here, right? Can't blame those guys either, right? But on the daily, look at this thing. Let me just remove this and this. It's still bullish, guys. Look at this freaking thing. Look at it. This is what happens. So we go up, make a high, we consolidate, we hang around the 20 and the 50 the whole time. We go up again, make a higher high, and then we sell off and we hang around the 20 and the 50 and go back down to the 200, right? And we twist like a rope. I'm talking about the EMAs. The EMAs twist like a rope, okay? See how they're twisted here? They're twined like a rope. And that means, hey, the EMAs are going to reset and start widening out like an alligator, okay? And then boom, you got, the alligator starts coming off, and then DigiByte's starting getting support like on our EMA ribbon on the 20. And DigiByte's blowing past this, man, on the 20. When we make a high, and then we come back down below the 20, make support on the 50, and we're going back above the 20, and then we're making new highs, okay? All right, and then we come back at the 20. Now, Bitcoin, for some reason, the maximalists love their coin all of a sudden again, okay? Bitcoin just it doesn't die, and it lives on. Those maximalists start buying their coin. DigiByte's going to explode. Now, if the Bitcoin maximalists are listening to me, they're going to dump it because they don't want DigiByte to explode. But anyway, overall, guys, we are bullish. But even if we go down to the next EMA, it's not the end of the world. We have support there, okay? We're only talking what? We're only talking 19%, all right? Roughly 20%. Depends on what Bitcoin would drop, 14, 20%, that'd be relatively the same thing. The reason why we sold, even when Bitcoin fell, okay, about 20%, 25%, the reason why DigiByte sold off so fast, okay, because guys, look at this move, right? From here all the way down to here, that was 43%. Then it got bought back up, okay, and only really lost like 20%. But the reason why this happened, because we had a lot of fear sellers, and they don't know what is going on. So why would they sell here? I don't know. I mean, they could have sold here, bought down here if they were savvy, if they know how to trade. But what if they didn't? What if they really were so fearful because they bought here and it went down? They didn't think it was going to get bought back up and then stay above the 20. They didn't know. And now it's just kind of indecision mode. What if Bitcoin goes sideways and goes up a little bit for 4 days? Unlikely, maybe, I don't know. But if it does, guys, like this little fear cell, DigiByte will be up here, okay? I mean, that little fear cell basically, stomped them out of the market because if Bitcoin goes up, they sold way down here. They didn't get a chance to get back in because they thought it was going way down here. Now, if it does go way down here, then hey, they can buy some, or they'll just stay out of crypto for good. You know what I mean? Then I'll buy down here. But guys, I bought here, 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 and I'll buy here if it happens too. So the reason why overall DigiByte's bullish is because the people that believe in it and stack. That's it. That's why DigiByte's bullish. All this stuff, man, new people getting in, new traders, just playing the market. And, yeah, I mean, DigiByte had a potential to go against Bitcoin when it dropped. And it was just like Doge for a minute. And then the fear selling. Yeah. Let's take this. Let's make this easier on the eyes and the background. Oh, much better. Wow. So let's check out the comments. We have some comments. Okay. Who's everybody? Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying everybody. Everybody. What's up? FQ Tube. Trucking around. Scotty Boo, Digi, Rocket. Pro grade painting. Hey, what's up? Everybody right here. Digi's the next one, people. That's right. Pro grade. That's what I'm saying. This is the consolidation period right now. Yes. Wahalana, man, this is my first bull run, and watching 10,000 vaporize keeps me up at night. I know, right? But it's okay, guys. This is what crypto does, right? I mean, it is kind of emotional when you first get into it, man. I was trading, $20,000 with Litecoin back and forth when I first got in it. I was like, oh, what am I doing? I'm staring at the charts, not knowing what's going on, and I was losing money by doing that. Guys, one time, Litecoin went to $19, and I went ahead and put $16,000 and had 100 Litecoin or something like that, maybe more. Actually, that was $2,500. I'm sorry, $2,500. I almost had 100 Litecoin. But guys, I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, sweat. My bed was all sweaty and everything, and I just sold it. I was like, what am I doing? Why am I doing that? Because I thought it was going lower. And then Litecoin went all the way up to $175. You can't be emotional in this market. Oh, sorry, Sherrod. Dropped or not, I'm ready either way. There you go. Over the last 3 years, I've seen DGB decouple from Bitcoin many times. That's one of the main reasons I'm in it. The DGB community has hands of steel. Just like the man of steel, right? Steel. That's heavy. DigiByte is number one. I believe so. Even if it's whatever on market cap, I still believe it's number one. I'm from South Korea, Army. Right on, bro. I'm glad that you're here. South Korea. Our ally. um, yes, DGB number 1. Luke says, love this project. Me too, Luke. I'm in it to win it. That's all that matters. Forget the traders. I'm in it to win it. I hope the traders get learned a lesson. I hope they sold and don't get that opportunity. A young kid say, or a young K say no, or yo, whoa. I speak a little Korean. Oh, just can't write it. It's so undervalued. It is. DigiByte at least towards point five. $5. That's how you do it in Korea. In Korean. Wasabi. Michelangelo's. I'm wearing the coin book shirt that I won from Calvin. Awesome. Yeah, I'm Calvin, man. I'm going to get him on one of the DigiByte Comm Talks, and we are going to talk about this success on the ETX, the all that humble stuff. So he's going to do the interview with me, and he's so busy right now. It's probably going to take 3 weeks to a month, but hey, it's going to be fun to have him back on the channel, and I'm privileged to have him back and just be his friend, you know. Well, anyway, guys, that's all I have. I hope you guys liked it. Script Skynet out.